Hey, is my horns on? Can you hear my sirens or no?
Well, sorry, what's that, Chief?
Can you hear my sirens or my horn?
No, I didn't hear that.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
No, much better. I can't say I'm
Okay.
not hurt, McNulty, but is this you trying to, call me back? Say you want to come back?
Nah, Chief, I don't know what to do.
Hotel 3 is going to be 10-7 for vehicle maintenance.
What do you mean by that?
I just don't know what to do. I mean, I'm in a position that is just so tough. It's. I guess I have to just come clean.
Come clean about what?
Chief, I didn't want to transfer. I felt like I
why'd
had
you
no
ask for
choice.
it?
I felt like I had no choice. No. It's a slippery slope, Chief, and I just need to warn you that this might be tough to hear.
Okay, can you elaborate?
And yeah, I can. So
Destiny,
obviously
thank you
we
very
all
much.
we know,
Appreciate
how I
welcome
came
back.
up. I had some problems as a cadet. I was learning my way. I didn't really know how things worked, and I made some mistakes, and I own up to that. I think that a lot of those opportunities, turned into a lot of great learning experiences, and maybe the person I am now.
Sure.
But when I first came on to PD, one of my first experiences was asking Captain Martell for advice on my solo eval.
Oh no.
She told me to fuck right off, Captain, or excuse me, Chief. But she's a captain. I was a cadet. I understand that now. But that set the stage for something that I think has been becoming a toxic relationship the last little while. And it's gotten to the point where it's pretty serious. So I'm gonna tell you about some stuff that is just for context, but then I'm gonna get into the straw. Okay. So she's never called Captain Martell's never referred to me by my name. She's only ever called me McCummy, and that's not something that's out of the norm. I think a lot of people have pet nicknames of that type from Martell, and I shrugged it off. McCummy, yeah, just like cum, like ejaculate.
Yeah, no,
anyway.
McNulty, you don't have to explain like that. I get it. I'm not 5 years old.
I'm trying to be thorough.
I'm not 5 years old,
thorough, sir.
I get that.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Anyway, so that's fine. That's fine, I guess. McCummy, it's close enough. McNulty and McCummy. Anyway, so that's kind of, it was a pet name. But we rode together a couple of times, and there was a couple instances where I would get shit on by other guys as captains and lieutenants, because I was a cadet. I was making
typical
mistakes.
hazing. I get there. Okay. All right.
Typical hazing. But the way I would react to it would be kind of to just take it and be like, yes, sir, please, can I have another, like you're supposed to as a cadet. But when Martell would yell at me and give me the same type of treatment, she would tell me that I reacted differently to her than I did to when male officers would give me the same treatment, and she started calling me sexist. Now at that time, I felt like I could joke around, I could make a little joke here and there, but unfortunately when you're on the receiving end of an accusation like that and you try to depressurize it by making a joke, unfortunately the only real jokes you can make are things that sound kind of sexist. So it was so at that point I just stopped engaging with that type of conversation and just kind of let it go. But it continued and does continue, and it's gotten to a point now where on the 14th, we were in court. We know the Aaron Alexander, Marcus Jackelson drug trafficking case.
Yeah, I remember
amount
that.
of plants.
Yeah.
So I was really prepared for that. I took it very seriously. It was a huge case for me, and I wanted to really do my best because it was my first time in a high-profile case where Crane would be on scene, and along with all the other judges were there as well, because we were asking for 60 years and $3 million in fines. So very hefty. So we're going through the court case, and it's back and forth. Murphy's being a little baby back bitch like he always is, and it got to the point where it was really snippy between the two sides. I wasn't saying much, if at all. I was just trying to focus on the case. But Crane said that anyone who speaks out of turn would get a $25,000 fine and 25 months in contempt of court. Now, I did make a comment during a recess that Murphy was being a little crybaby, because he is, obviously. And Crane leveraged the contempt of court charge against me, which I fully understand at the time. But at that point, Martell pipes up after I said, okay, apology, sir. It's the Chief Justice. I'm going to be deferential to his, to his courtroom. And obviously I was out of line, and I accept that. At that point, once I, said, thank you, sir, I apologize, Martell jumped on me again, saying that how come I only react this way when it's men, and how come I don't ever, I think she was referring to a situation in which she struck myself and a couple other officers for not being responsive on the radio when we were trying to fix voice box issues.
Yeah, so she's trying to make it a gender issue, not chain of command issue.
Right, but the issue was, Chief, is that she went up to the bench at that point and argued to Crane that I should be leveraged an additional contempt of court charge for being sexist, and then explained to the judges that were there, individuals who I'd never had a relationship with at all, who I don't know at all.
So she was trying to muddy the water, basically, by saying you are this person, even though you're not.
Right, and she succeeded. I got charged another 25,000, another 25 months contempt of court.
And who was the judge? Was it Crane?
It was, yeah. And luckily, at the end, I asked him to explain the second charge, and instead of him doing so, he just dropped it. But I was in a position where she was legitimately leveraging sexist allegations against me, and has done so frequently that I honestly didn't know how to respond to it anymore. And I came in on my day off for the court case, and honestly, Chief, I've been trying to make light of the situation just because it's so uncomfortable to me to even talk about this in this situation.
Getting like, oh, is he bad?
That I felt that if I were to truly make a complaint and bring it up, that it would become so toxic and hostile and damaging to everybody involved.
Yeah, no, I understand.
It would cause major problems.
Yeah,
and that was the point where I decided I needed to transfer. I felt like I had a lot of momentum in the LSPD. You
had a lot of momentum in the LSPD. I mean, we were trying to groom you into this pillar as part of shift 2, and I had a lot of hopes for you. Like I said, I understand your reasoning. I'm not mad at you for transferring. I'm hurt about it because
I didn't want to transfer, Chief. I honestly felt like it was such a tough situation to deal with, and when it's high command on the as part of the issue. I mean, and I know that in this city, women get a lot of shit. It's just the way it is, and that's what I always had in the back of my mind. I had that in the back of my mind the entire time when I was like, you know what? It's just a symptom of taking shit all day from everybody else. Maybe she's just blowing off steam or sensitive to this type of behavior and doesn't want to see me exhibit it. But I truly feel like I give everybody the same amount of respect. And I didn't want to leave the LSPD at all.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if anybody is sexist or displays any symptoms being a sexist person, it wouldn't be in the PD. I would do everything I can in my powers to remove that person, because that shit does not belong here. Okay?
He's out of the car.
Right? We treat everybody equally, regardless of what gender or who you are, where you come from. Right? It should never matter. The only thing you should be judged on is your police work, and as simple as that is what you bring every single day to the PD, right? So.
Right. So I feel like I'm kind of stuck. I've made this decision, and I do believe that people need to, and because now it's in a position where I would have to go to Under Sheriff Rhodes and Sheriff Pred and explain why I'm going back, why I would like to cancel my transfer, because truly I felt like LSPD was home for me, but I didn't feel like I could. I just didn't want to touch this fucking thing.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's not. We're crossing a line of where it's not a discussion to have in the city. If that makes any sense.
I know that, and I just didn't want it to go there, and
Nobody does.
Honestly, I guess
nobody does. I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where McNulty, I understand where you're coming from. You felt choked. You felt like you're cornered, and there's not much you could have done except try to walk away from it, right? Because you felt like if you opened that Pandora's box, it would have been a lot of bullshit that came out of it. That would have been a lot of drama within the PD. But at the same time, if there's an issue that we talk about, I think there is other avenues and ways to handle it. So if you ever encounter something like that in the future, take a minute or two or a day and think about it first. Reach out to the right people, either through emails or whatever, and then let's discuss it. And then if you feel like it has not been resolved and it becomes an ongoing issue or it gets bigger, then maybe we can seek other, solutions, alternative solutions to it. That's all it is.
I just didn't know where the line was. I just didn't know at that point when, with that thing in court, like it was just so out of left field and like so unnecessary that I was like, man, this shit ain't worth it.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see how that can make anybody uncomfortable, not want to deal with it, not want to touch it. Because, like, you're just trying to police. You're trying to do your job. You're trying to police. You're not trying to make this about any, policies, drama, politics. None of that bullshit. You just want to go out there and do your job and have a good time, right?
Right. And I mean, Captain Martell is on patrol. We've ridden together a bunch of times. It's not like this is an issue where I felt any disdain towards her, but it just has become so difficult to get around that topic without getting into this really uncomfortable conversation. Anyway, Chief, I have in my mind that someday I would like to be in command, hopefully someday, down the line. I dreamt about this job for a lot of years before I took it, and I just didn't think it was going to go this way.
Understandable. I get that. You're good.
So what do you think I should do?
I would say go talk to Pred and Rhodes and let them know exactly what's going on. Tell them how you feel. Tell them exactly your reasons behind it, and hopefully they can be understanding about it, right? And hopefully we can just maybe pretend it never happened and go back to business as usual. That would be my kind of just advice to you.
Okay, well, I'll take it, Chief. And honestly, I hope that this doesn't leave any shitty stains on anyone's record. I just hope it gets resolved and we all move past it.
I don't hold grudges. I don't hold people hostages. I don't hold grudges. I don't try to use the past against you.
Well.
Oh god damn it.
All right.
Coward.
Right. Okay. I'll leave you two to it.
What are you talking to him about, McCummy?
I'll let you guys have a conversation, ma'am. I'll get out of your hair.
Take care, McNulty.
Thanks,
That was about me, wasn't it? Tell the truth.
It was.
Okay. He's sexist, right? And I'm not being sarcastic. He's actually a sexist man.
Jesus Christ. What makes you say that?
Well, he said that he was.
When?
When I accused him of being sexist.
Wait, he said he was sexist when you accused him of being sexist. When was this?
Yeah. This was at my court case.
Martel, are you laughing about it? Because I can't tell.
I'm laughing because how ridiculous it is.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'm having a hard time reading it.
I know. I'm serious. I'm laughing because of how ridiculous he is.
By the way,
I'm pissed off too because
Crown Vic.
I'm with a
Dead?
STSO person. Yes.
Oh, gotcha. I don't see them. Did it have pop?
They're in the back. They're thinking about something.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, he came up to me and he told me about the incident with the court case, and that was one of the major reasons why he transferred in the first place. He felt like
because he's a crybaby. I'm glad he's gone. Let me tell you something.
Well, I mean, like I said.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I interrupted you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I just wanted to hear his reasoning behind it, right? Because McNulty, I had high hopes for him in LSPD, right? He was going to become a pillar in LSPD. We've groomed him. We've done an excellent job of just building him. We've given him FTO and all that stuff. And, the guy was doing pretty well as far as police work. He's taking out cadets every single day. He's helping out with the FTO program. His reports are fantastic. So, I had high hopes for him. That's why I felt hurt when he transferred. And I want to talk to him about it and understand exactly his reasoning behind it.
Yeah, I feel hurt too because he's upset with me because I keep telling him that things he's doing is sexist, and he doesn't want to believe it to the point where every time I bring it up, he gets upset. It's basically what happens when you call any man a sexist. They go, "What the fuck? No, I'm not!" And then they get mad at you.
I mean, it's a serious allegation, to be fair, right?
but I mean, yes, but also instead of just being immediately defensive and dismissing everything I'm saying, maybe, I don't know, listen? Question mark?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you think I'm a sexist? What makes you think I'm a sexist? What is it that what have I done to give off that energy or those vibes? That should be the first reaction to somebody's accusation being thrown at them, right?
Basically, what happens with McNulty is the same issue that I have with Brian and other people, is that when I try to speak to them as a captain, as a member of high command, it's every single time I try to be like, hey, I don't think you're doing something right. He argues with me, but I literally watch Owen call him a retard. His words, not mine. His words, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
And several bad names. And he said, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Won't happen again, sir. Thank you, sir. But when I sit him down and say, hey, what you're doing is wrong, it's immediately him arguing with me. And I'm higher ranking than Svensson. And this also happened with Wrangler in front of my face. Every time a man talks to him about something he's doing wrong, it's always, thank you, sir. But when I do it, it's an immediate argument. If that's not sexist, I literally do not know what is.
I just want to understand if it boils down to either gender or just the way that, he's being approached from two different people, right? Like, I don't want it to be about gender, because if it is, it's a bigger problem we have in the PD. Like, a huge problem that I want to get rid of as soon as possible, because if that's an issue, then God help us.
I need to bring the women. Are you ready to have the women come down here?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. Is there an active right now?
Shots fired happening? What the fuck?
Okay, if there is there an active right now? Sorry.
There's a bank robbery happening down
There's
the
a
road.
1090 at the Mace Bank. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 units on it.
Okay.
You want to go help with that and then do it afterwards?
No, we're doing this right now.
All the women who would like to speak to Bass with me right now, I'm on Movie Star Way over Del Piero. So if you're at the 90, you can stay there. If you want to come over here, please do.
Whoever was on bike patrol that wants to go to that 90, I'll go to what Martell's, and you can take my
Where's
spot.
Pond? Is she around? Pond.
Who was it?
Who else? I don't think we have a lot of females on duty today. Jenny's around as well. I think there's only 3. That's it.
Women, gather. No, there was like 10. There's more than. It's like 10 women plus. I think there's about 15 at the meeting. I'm not very good at math.
15. That's
There
a
was
lot.
a lot.
Is Freddy still on duty? I don't think I see him. Is Copper still on duty?
I don't know.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
You finally got a bike unit. Good job.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you. Oh, what's going on?
That's Little Soul. Nothing new. Wait. Is the ammunition by Little Soul the Bullet Club?
Avenue. Primary is going to be
Yeah.
McNulty in the Explorer. Secondary is going to be Crystal Clear in her TV.
That could be the Bullet Club people shooting us out of it.
Radio check. People at 1090. Do you
Yeah,
have
if people are being sexist and there's sexism happening in PD, it's an OOC problem.
Alright, if you want everyone
It's
on
not
the,
something I can
main
deal with
bank,
in
please
character.
swap to radio channel 3.
I don't know if you need to have like an announcement or make something, but I don't know if you need to bring people in a private Discord call
The
and
women
talk
are
about it.
assembling.
There's like just 2 of us. Like, where's everyone?
I don't know what happened. I got on duty and it seems like there's not much patrolling besides people focusing on.
Yeah,
burglaries
there's
right now.
onboarding stuff going
Oh, that's
on,
why.
and a lot of
I'm gonna
people
call
were on
Pond.
bikes, so they kind of went 42.
People are on different radios as well right now. So let me call Pond. I need to call Demi down here.
Check on 7.
Well, I gotta make a phone call real quick.
They're always on 7.
Hey, are you able to come down to the women's meeting 2.0 to confront Bass?
Wait.
What's happening?
Okay, Martel, you make it sound like it's about me.
It's on Del Piero
Hey.
Movie Star.
Hey, Shelly, who was the guy with the blonde hair that had the MP5 that had the oil rig? Can you send me his phone
You're
number real
not gonna
quick?
hurt anyone
I have the
anymore.
blonde
It's not
hair
gonna be
that
able to
had
hurt
oil
anyone
rig. Oh,
anymore.
Thomas
Give me one
Normandy.
second.
Yeah,
Thomas,
I can,
yeah. Can you
I
send
can
me?
send you his number.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Let me call Beach down
Hey,
here.
Shelly.
Riggs, I need you to call Beach down here.
What?
Call Beach down here.
I think she's
Sorry about that.
involved in a
Yeah,
90.
what was that?
Pete.
Hey, Shelly.
Okay,
You
yes,
think I
ma'am.
respect you?
Do you respect me? Yeah. Why wouldn't you? I mean, is that what? Do you not respect me?
Do you think I see you as an equal?
Well, do you not? I mean, where is this coming from?
Shelly, I'm just asking.
Hey, we're all confronting him.
This is a weird question. I mean, where's the what do you mean?
Just wondering, trying to like, self-reflect. That's all it is.
Oh.
Why is Riggs here?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. This is yeah.
I'm
I mean,
everywhere. You can't get rid of me.
yeah, of course. I mean,
Of course. All right, thank
all right,
you.
I might be coming on
That's
duty
right.
soon. I'm making
That's
some
right.
food.
We're all
All right,
gonna
sounds
confront
good.
him
Let me know.
today.
3-1 and we'll tag along the PD.
Why
All
is
right.
this about
All
Bass
right,
now?
yeah, I'll be there soon.
About Bass, but
Hey, bye.
it kind of is.
Hold on. No perfect person to
Pete
call.
shouldn't answer.
She's on that 1090.
Oh, hello, Sambass.
Hey, Cassie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are
good,
you?
good. Hey, I'm just trying to ask you a couple of questions if you don't mind. Are you free right now? Like a minute or two?
What kind of questions?
I want to ask you something. In the past, do you think I've treated you equally to me?
in the past, have you treated me equally to you? That's what you're calling me about?
Yeah. Oh god, this is a bad idea.
Sure.
Did you see yourself as an equal to me?
What's up, Riggs?
Yeah, I should have fall, man.
Yes.
Hello.
More women are coming.
This is where we all jump on the same
Yeah, I have
cycle
no
and
problem
beat
with that.
someone's ass.
All the women are coming.
The women
More
are
the
coming.
merrier,
the women
right?
are coming.
What didn't he do? You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
no,
know what I'm saying?
Fontaine? Oh no.
Hello.
Wait, how did this turn on
Hey,
me
Bass, you
though?
want a shield or something?
I'm
What
good.
is
I'm
this
good.
about?
This is about sexism in the PD.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello,
All
I'm
right,
Claudia.
well-
I'm the official note taker for this.
We can
Letting
get
you on.
started. I mean, I'm waiting for Demi, but we can get started. Bass, we feel the standard is slipping regarding how women, especially those in Command Plus, are being treated and respected and or disrespected. After yesterday, I kind of had to think to myself, and I talked to some other women, and they were like, you know what, I've been having similar issues. We even talked about Brian, which we'll go into that. Apparently, I'm not the only one having the same problem. Do you have any thoughts, comments, or concerns about that before we get into this?
The fact that some people feel that way, bothers me. It makes me sick to my stomach. I don't want that to be, a culture we breed in the PD or anywhere in the city, right? So I would like to hear examples and, how you guys feel about it and maybe solutions to the problem so we can take those measures to fix the issue.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I talked to you yesterday, but I just want to give some people some time to bring some things up. Pond, would you like to go first?
Yeah, DuPont or Pond? Oh, Pond. Okay, sorry.
Wait,
Yeah, Pond.
okay. Yeah, I was confused too. Sure. Major thing for me is, I think I said this in another talk that we had, but I just want I don't need men to solve this issue for me. I just need the support from everyone to be able to kind of have my voice and my opinion and my say, if that makes sense. Yeah. So my main thing is if I'm on the radio and I'm talking and people interrupt me and it's my command, I want it, if someone wants to back me up and say, shut the fuck up and listen to Pond, or, I'm just using me as an example to apply to everyone, but it's been happening a lot where people are just over-talked on the radio and people aren't correcting that, or if they are correcting it, it's not being listened to.
Do you feel like
that is true. I saw that multiple times.
Do you feel like being an assertive woman is being come off as pushy or bitchy, while being an assertive man is being promoted?
Yep. Oh, I see it.
It's the attitude I get back.
Instead of
And
I
can handle that attitude and I'll correct it, but it's the attitude that I get back when I give commands instead of just yes ma'am, no ma'am, It's and I've kind of been doing it like supporting other women when they've given commands. I'm always just like yes ma'am on the radio very loudly and very I make it a thing that I'm saying yes ma'am and following orders, and that's kind of what needs to be happening. It needs to be I need to hear that yes ma'am, or just understand that people are fucking listening to what I'm saying instead of just what do I have to repeat myself 3 times for it to go in, or what do I have to shout and then people get like, oh my god, why is she shouting? I'm shouting because no one's fucking listening.
And do you feel like this is a whole PD problem, or is this females trying to be assertive?
Oh, we got little.
Hold on. Littlemans, not fucking now!
It's an important conversation about sexism. Go away, Littlemans.
Fuck off!
Noise complaint. Noise pollution.
Martel, if you're saying so, I can't hear you.
Martel, if you're
If
talking.
anyone has any other...
You gotta repeat yourself. You gotta repeat yourself. There's bees around here.
I was asking if anyone has any other specific incidents. Like I said, I already brought one up that I had with someone specifically. Does anyone have any other incidents that they can point to?
I'm not PD, but I've noticed on the radio, I've heard like female officers ask for like backup and stuff and ask for assistance, and the radio is just dead silent.
And then I've actually heard times where they're begging and pleading, and then finally a male officer will say something, and everyone decides to jump in.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that many times, unfortunately, and I feel really bad every time I hear it.
Why do you think that's the case, though? Why is it that people...
Sexism?
Why does it feel like people are toning out women over the radio, and when it comes to somebody else...
Sexism?
But, like, why is that a problem, though? Why does, like, the...
It's internalized. It's just the way it is.
It's passive. It's not something they acknowledge that they're doing. It's just something that happens passively.
Yeah, I'm not saying every single man is like, fuck women, I'm just gonna ignore them. It's clearly an internalized behavior that, not saying it's something you can solve. The other reason, I just want to make it clear as well before we really go into it. We're bringing this to you not to get you to do something, but just to know that it's happening.
I want to do something about it because I don't like the fact that you guys feel that way. That bothers me, you know, the fact that you ladies right here feel like your voice is not being heard. Every time you try to be assertive or every time you try to take a lead of the scene, you feel like you're being neglected, not listened to you because gender. I mean, that's fucked up, no?
Yeah.
I think what I would personally prefer, and I'm not speaking for everyone here, but I'm saying if people agree with you or not, I just need that support from command and people who else are around. If people aren't fucking listening, support me when I tell people off, or tell people off, because I might kind of not either notice it, but if you notice people aren't listening, tell them off, or tell them to fucking listen. Like, and that needs to be sorted. The support needs to be there, because if we're supported in the right way, people are going to adjust the way that they're thinking.
Have you pulled any of these people aside recently and said, hey, like, why don't you listen to my call for 77s? Why don't you answer the radio? Have you talked to them at all?
Yeah, I have talked to people.
And what was the
We all
response?
have. For me personally, most of the time people are just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing that. I don't have a problem with you. Yeah, they literally play stupid. And sometimes they genuinely don't. I can acknowledge some of them genuinely don't know. Like I said, it's an internalized thing. You might be doing something that is against a gender or against a person, and you don't know you're doing it. But the response that I get when I say, hey man, you might be doing this, is, like I said earlier, instantly it's a defensive, like, I'm not doing that. And I understand why. They think I'm accusing them of being something, whether it's sexist, racist, something like that, okay? I get that. But the response is to play stupid or just get defensive, and it cannot be that way all the time if we are going to have an environment with women and other people.
There has to be a level of ownership and response. Say, you know what, I messed up. I was wrong about it. You're right. I can learn from it. I want to grow from it. I feel like it's rare nowadays. It really sucks that people are not willing to own up to their mistakes and understand they've done wrong. Everybody wants to be right and nobody wants to be wrong. And being wrong and showing vulnerability is very key to grow as a person and being better and understanding other people's perspective, right? If you don't have that empathetic angle when it comes to understanding people's feelings, you'll never understand how they feel. So I see where you ladies are coming from, and like I said, I'm gonna take this very seriously. Also, I want to push for maybe a PD announcement. This is a general reminder to everybody else. Let them know that, hey, this behavior is not okay, and it's not tolerated, and we have zero tolerance policy when it comes to it. So if it continues to happen, or we find out or catch any wind of it, if you act in that way, you'll be terminated from the PD, because we don't want that to be, a culture breeded in the unified police department, right? We don't want that to be a thing to where people think it's okay to act that way.
I kind of came here a little bit late. I just kind of wanted to touch on like some stuff that I've experienced, like very specific, I guess, to what I do in PD, where I've been part of investigations in the past where it's like I've been invited to help out and basically just do paperwork, organize the back end stuff, like, attach names to phone numbers, that sort of thing, or write subpoenas and search warrants. But then when it comes time to like the actual like investigation, like I find that I'm the one that gets pushed out and it turns into like a boys club, or, I'm doing something and what I'm doing, I get mansplained to me. And it's like, I don't want to pull the card of like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm probably better at this than you. But it's just like the getting talked down to when I'm already doing what they're trying to explain to me to do is really just insulting.
Yeah, I mean, you're not asking for a lot. You're asking to be an equal, right? I mean, that's all it is.
It's like I'm good enough to help out, but not good enough for anything. Good enough to do the bitch work. I'll just say that.
I think the biggest thing is, like I said a few times, we're not trying to solve sexism, right? That's not the point. That's never going to happen. That's just the way it is. I think the biggest thing that we can ask for is that when these things happen and we bring it up with these people individually, we cannot let these people play stupid. We cannot let these people get defensive and just immediately dismiss what we're saying and brush it off, because then it turns into a problem that perpetuates. That is the issue. It's not the issue that people are being sexist. It's the issue that when we talk about it, it's instantly dismissed. It's instantly like, oh, you're just being, you know, sensitive. Oh, well, you were a bitch earlier, so you kind of, you know, you deserve that. Exactly. Like,
it's like when we bring stuff up, it's we're being emotional and sensitive, but if a guy does the same thing, he's just passionate and doing his job.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. That's a double standard we gotta drop and make sure it never breeds at all when it comes to the PD, right? Like, I hate that shit. That shit bothers me. Because I see everybody as an equal. You're my colleagues. I'll work with you and I respect you. And it doesn't matter who you are, what kind of gender you are, where you come from. No, that should never matter. It's all about police work and working together and having a good time, right?
Yeah.
I agree. I just feel like when people are not listening to, like, one instance that I can remember is I was requesting stuff from people leading a scene at some point, and people were not listening or anything. And I know, Pond, like you said earlier, like you support people, you support us every time we don't feel heard. And I want to say thank you for that, because like one scene I remember, she did say like, if anyone is not listening to DuPont, they'll have to deal with me. And like everybody responded and stuff. But I don't get everything that the women's here are feeling, because I'm pretty straightforward and I don't get any bullshit done, and I just like fucking deal with it right away, and I don't let people walk over me. I've been around for a fucking long time, Bass, but I know it's something that they could experience on a daily basis, and that's not okay.
I'll never be okay. I'm glad you ladies are speaking up and telling me about it, so I'm aware. And if it ever happens, you know, hopefully it never happens again, right? If it ever happens or ever feels that way, please come talk to me or somebody else you can trust, and you know, let us know about the incident or what happened, so we can resolve it as soon as possible. I don't want it to linger. I don't want it to be an issue in the PD. I don't want it to be to where we start avoiding each other because of, you know, there's the elephant in the room and nobody wants to discuss it. It should never lead down to that path.
I mean, that happened to me with this whole Simone case. They've been making accusations out the ass about me, and not one of them have come up to speak to me about it, to the point where I don't want to help them anymore or speak to them regarding it, because there's been so many accusations regarding it towards me and the way I conducted myself during that investigation, which I have explained to both Copper and Bundy several fucking times, and I'm at the point where I don't even want to be around those people.
That's the investigation I brought up, where I did a lot of the bitch work, but then I got pushed out of it.
So you're used and thrown away.
Problematic.
I know Cooper was brought up at some point. Anything else?
It was, yeah, Cooper and Brian, that were the big ones with that. That made me just, yeah.
Like, it got to the point with me where I had to go to my sheriff and have a private conversation about whether I was trustworthy or not within the PD and the way I conducted my investigations, because they had gone to my sheriff and told them how untrustworthy I was.
And you thought it would have been better if they wouldn't spoken to you about the topic.
If they'd have even made an attempt to speak to me, they hadn't. They gone to Copper, they gone to Pred, they gone and told. I'm sure many of other people are sure that what they accused me of, but not a single one of them spoke to me. Because when they did speak to me, I gave them exactly the information that they wanted.
So it seems like a common theme with certain people. It seems that when we try to speak to them, they either brush it off, or they act like it's not happening, or they act stupid. Brian obviously has been brought up 3 times now. I don't know what we're gonna do about him, but I have the same issue where I've approached him in the past, and every single time it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what to do in this situation anymore.
I've spoken to Brian actually and Martel, and he wants to talk to you and you know, hash out the difference, so it's not an issue. So he's willing to talk.
But the problem is, Bass, is that he had all the time in the world to do that with me and the other people here. He doesn't do it until you bring it up. That's the problem. I cannot stand. Yeah, go ahead.
Fair enough.
Oh no, say I've been hesitant to bring any of my issues up with Brian and Cooper. That was the one that was. Well, both of them have mansplained.
If you have any problem with anybody, please bring it up. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm a senior detective in SCU, and I've had Cooper mansplain how to collect evidence to me. I've had Brian incorrectly try to correct me over the differences between an accessory and an accomplice, or what a spontaneous utterance is, and both times have been incorrect, but I just get spoken over, and I'm hesitant to bring it up because this is someone who's a higher rank than me, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, maybe I'm the only one dealing with this. And until today, I kind of thought that
can
it
we
was
not
just,
laugh? Because this is a
you know,
serious
me
problem in the PD
situation,
right now.
but it's clearly not, and I feel like that stuff needs to get addressed, and I'm glad we're doing this today because it's really frustrating to, like, I know my shit, I know what I'm doing,
you guys stop
and
laughing?
to have someone
But on
higher
sibling
rank
mode,
than
okay,
me
please.
try to correct me with all the confidence in the world when they're wrong is like infuriating.
And to be clear, this
It's
is
not
now
funny, Chad.
Anita's
If
not
this
here,
is-
but she also brought up issues with Brian. So I don't know if we all need to sit him down and ask him what the fuck his problem is. This is now 5 women that are having this same exact issue with Brian. He does not seem to. I don't want to like gang up on him, but we can go over that later. I really don't want to gang up on him when he's not here to defend himself, but I want to make you aware of that because we are planning on talking to him.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. Like I said, these kind of issues need to be addressed and talk to the right people so the message is being heard and is sent across to that person so they're aware of what's going on and they can correct their behavior. And if they cannot correct their behavior, they don't belong in the PD. It doesn't matter if you're the chief of police or, you know, a cadet, right? That kind of attitude and behavior has no place here in the PD. And that's the bottom line, right? It should never happen. If it does, that person needs to understand they fucked up and need to correct it. They need to go out of their way and talk to the person and make them understand that, hey, I know I could do better and I apologize about my behavior, right? And it has to be a two-way street of communication. Like, hey, listen, here's how I feel about it and here's how you can tell me about it. And it's also, it shouldn't come down to gender at all. Like I said, this makes me sick to my stomach knowing that you guys are not one to, feel like your voice is being heard, and the fact that like you're hesitant about the fact that you can't share these kind of feelings because if you do, you come off either emotional or bitchy or, you're like a crybaby, right?
Yeah. So, is there anything else? I don't want to hold people up for too much longer because there's stuff going on. Is there anything else, ladies, that anyone would like to address that's like a major ticket issue? Anyone who didn't get the chance to speak that would like to say
Reed,
it?
please?
Absolutely.
Because I will be. There's a joke, by the way. I don't actually want to kill Reed. If anyone pressed charge on me, thank you very much. It was a. Nah, he's just. I'm talking about Reed being a massive violin. So I'll deal with that.
Is there any issues, ladies, here? You just showed up right now. You feel like you're being neglected, your voice not being heard. You're just like basically a pawn that is being used. You're not really treated equal as an officer to anybody else. Is there any like feelings or you've held on to and you want to just vent right now? I mean, this is the time.
If Peach was here, she would tell you that she's been told to not eat because she's fat, and that she cannot ride a bicycle because she's fat.
What?
Jesus Christ.
They
I've heard
really
her say
get
that.
on Peach.
Is she around? Can you bring her down here real quick?
She's in a 1090, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
Yeah, I've
already
heard her say
did
that
this.
she's fat, and I'm like, are you serious? What? Since when?
Yeah, and I want to make it clear too, Bass, we're bringing this to you, number one, because you're the chief, obviously. Pred's not around, Treddy's not around, so...
And I appreciate that.
It's not just a you problem, it's not just an LSPD problem. We're just talking to you because we trust you with this, and also you're the highest around right now, so we want you to be aware.
Like I said, I appreciate that, and thank you for being so brave and talking about this, because it's not an easy thing to be vulnerable and talk about things that when it comes to feelings, right? I know I don't like to talk about my feelings. I don't like to show vulnerability, especially around others. So I appreciate the fact you guys being brave and courage about sharing how you feel, because it's not easy to talk about, and I'm gonna do everything I can in my powers to try to fix it, and breed an environment to where and a culture where everybody's welcome, and you never have to feel that way. Obviously, I can't control 300 plus people in the PD and how they act and behave every single day, but I can lead by example and try to pave the way. And if I see anything like that, I can nip it in the butt right away, so it's not an issue that keeps being a bigger problem in the PD.
What I want is everybody to support each other, and if they notice like a female officer not being respected or anything, they call this shit out and support each other.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm expecting from other officers and other women towards other women's, and like let's support each other and just like make sure that everybody's treated equally.
1000%. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, let's get back out there. Unless
I've got something really quickly as well, just on the side of it.
Sure, go ahead.
The level that women are held to versus like when it comes to them messing up, etc. Like I don't know if anyone else has it.
I don't want to go there.
Like,
I don't want to go there.
we are ripped to like I'm gonna be honest, I've spent 5 years in this PD and I've covered up some random ass shit for some of you people. And yet if I'm ever caught doing anything wrong, I am ripped to shreds.
Double standard.
Yeah.
All
I
over
watched the people do the dumbest of things, and I watch them get a slap on the wrist. And then if I do anything done, I watch myself get absolutely laid into and basically told they're ashamed of me and basically made to feel crap because I have done the same thing that other people do, etc. I don't think I'm the only one here. Yeah, literally that.
Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating. That's extremely frustrating. I can get really exhausting pretty quick too as well, so. Sorry.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, Bass, that's one of the reasons why I've stopped doing anything that actually can be perceived as a little bit silly or just me having fun. Because anytime I would do something out of my line, I would get fucked. Literally. Last time that I did that, you remember with Dante when he shot me?
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time that I allowed myself to have some fun on duty. That's the last time.
Yeah, I mean, that really sucks. Because you're supposed to have some fun on duty. Why the hell?
No, I can't. I'm not. We're not allowed to because as soon as we do one little tiny things, we get shit on and we get like threatened to be put in jail or be fired.
Not only that, but I feel like there's times where it's like we have to put in like 2, 3, 4 times as much work to get recognition as a male officer who's done like fuck all.
Literally nothing.
And, yeah. Literally
well,
nothing.
I should laugh.
It's a little frustrating.
So, yeah, just you know, everyone being more aware of this issue, that we don't have to keep doing this over and over again is all that we're asking for.
I think awareness is key, right? So it doesn't become an echo chamber of the same thoughts over and over, right? So I'm glad you guys are speaking up. I'm really happy that you told me about your problems. I'm happy in a way that you spoke about it. I'm sad about the fact that this is happening to you, of course, right? So, and I'm going to go back and work on this. I'm going to make this my #1 thing before I move on to anything else. And I can assure you, ladies, hopefully, you know, tomorrow you can wake up to a better environment in the PD.
Appreciate
Thank
that,
you,
Beth.
Beth.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
And thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate it very much. Like I said, if anyone needs to reach out to anyone, just you can reach out to me, Jenny, Dupog, anyone that's higher ranking. If you need to talk to any female officers, please do.
That door is always open, and I'm always here to dunk on those bitches to make them comply.
Adam.
Yeah, and like I said, crack down on people that are acting like that, and somebody giving an attitude because they see you as a lesser, you know, equal because of your gender. Please let me know, all right? And if you don't want to talk about it out loud, there's other ways of, you know, to communicate. That way, your name can stay out of it, and we can handle it, right? Because I know some people are afraid of confrontation. Because typically, when you confront somebody, they're met with a level of aggression, and some people don't like that, right? They want to be aggressive, but they want to, you know, come off like the bad person, right? They just want to express how they feel.
All right.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Yep.
Have a good day,
Thank you, ladies. I
later,
appreciate your time, all right? Let me know if you need anything. My door is always
Did
open,
you guys
okay?
notice how Riggs dipped?
Yeah, I would
Do you guys see the group of men that have built up back there?
Oh,
watching
that's
us?
because they're my cadets. Two of them are cadets.
Oh, okay. Well, just kept getting bigger and bigger.
That's the major thing you guys are dealing with. And if you guys need witnesses, then any of us are on duty.
Oh, Bass.
Yes, ma'am.
About the thing that you put about, I'm gonna help Hardcastle with all those.
All right, sounds good. Get it done then.
We're gonna make something like a group thing and make it fun.
Yeah, get it done. We got the you know thing happening pretty soon, so just get it done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it formal. Oh, it's a video here. I'm not gonna make it like a formal thing. I'm just gonna get some, have some fun, like get people's engagement that like, make it more kind of interactive than standing in an office thing, you know.
Yeah, you know, yeah, sounds good. I'm glad you're doing this pursuit training. Thank you. I appreciate that for helping out.
Yeah, appreciate it. When are you doing it?
I'm doing it right now. I'm just pretty. I've got about 2 of them left because some people have got FDOs. That's fine.
You're awesome. Thank you very much.
McTavish and Ross. McTavish and then I think they've pretty much been stuck in a prison most of the time, so their driving is the best. That's why the rest of their stuff is good, but their driving's not quite there because all they've been doing is standing in, get you. Yeah. I'm gonna take the mic and some more stuff, okay?
All right, sweet. Thank you. Thank you so
Let me
much.
know if you need anything.
Yeah, let me know. Likewise, all right? Be safe.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, of course. Anything.
So, like, as much as like a lot of people feelings are valid and stuff, I just feel like a lot of them don't. Okay, so like I said when we talked to each other earlier, the women's me, Copper, Jenny, we rarely go through that, or we do, but like in
it's pretty rare
not
when
so
it
much.
happens. Yeah, I get that.
But because we've been around for so long and we've been with men's for so long that we don't let these motherfuckers just walk all over us. Like,
Yeah, you
in
know
the
how to deal
beginning,
with
it
it
was
now.
different.
You know how to deal with it, right? At first it was.
But they do. They need help because, like,
How do I help them?
you need to make. Okay, so you hear someone not listening to a command by a woman on the radio, you call them out on it. You just fucking call them out on it, and you let everybody know if no one is listening to what this person is doing, you guys are gonna get in trouble. Like, everybody needs to be like that. And for shift 1, that's the thing. As soon as I speak, and if I don't get any response, somebody speak up. A man speak up. That's fucked up, okay? I know it's fucked up. It sounds fucked up, but that's what it is. Like, let's say if I'm asking something over the radio, I'm not getting a response. I ask once, and I'm like, if I have to repeat myself, you guys are going to be in big trouble. And then they respond. But for a really long time, it was Snow backing me up.
Yeah, it's just my
Do
fear.
you get that?
I don't want to come off like I'm like, you know, like helping them get respect when they should be getting respect by others. I don't want to come off like I'm like hand-holding them, right? But like yonking the radio and saying, go support Pond right now or I'm going to suspend you, right? Like, I don't want to...
Yeah, I get that.
I don't want to turn it into that because they become scared of me and not them, right?
Yeah. I
that's
just
my
feel
only issue
like
with
they
it.
should be talked about, like, during meetings and stuff. And we just need to be better at it. And they need to be better at it. Like, just, you know, helping out. Whether it's a man asking or a woman asking, we need to shine a light onto this and just saying, hey, we've been notified that this is a behavior that's been happening. We're all the same. We're all together. We're all part of the police department, and we're all a family. We need to respect whether it's a woman or a man asking you for something, and this will not be tolerated, like a general announcement or something.
I'm getting that typed up
I
as
don't
we
know,
speak,
man.
actually.
Huh?
I'm getting that typed up as we speak, so it goes out.
Okay, that's good. I'm just, that's how they feel, and I want them to feel validated, but also I feel like they shouldn't have to fight for it like we did.
No, I mean,
We
it
had
should
to
be,
fight for this.
It should be one of those things that goes without saying. It should be given
Yes.
without even asked, right? Like, that's the frustrating part about the whole thing. Is like, you should never have to demand respect because of your gender, right?
Yeah.
It should be
Yeah, I
something that
agree.
people that are taught and you know, understand and respect, and something that you as a police officer see the other person as your fellow brother or sister. You know, in this brotherhood sister we have in the Unified Police Department, it should never be about oh god, she's a girl, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's really shitty. It's a really shitty behavior.
I know. I feel like we can all do better, in my opinion, on a lot of levels. But like,
Absolutely.
not being responded to on the radio is not a woman thing. It's a general PD thing. That's what I think. I think everybody needs to be better at listening to orders on the radio. And I've been making an effort into like meeting up with people in the office, in the captain's office, whenever there's some issue. By the way, I've had some issue with Mueller today, and I told him that he was good this time, but if he comes off on the radio being a sassy little shit again, I'm gonna strike him.
Go for it. I fully support you on that one.
Yeah. Also, nah, no, I'm gonna let that go. Okay. That's mostly it. I just wanted a woman to feel appreciated and feel listened and supported. That's
I am
mostly it.
so sorry. As you said that, I am so sorry. I'm so. Devon, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Hey, hit me back. Hit me back. Hit me back. Make it fair.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The amount of time I've been kicked since I got my cert is so stupid.
Yeah, you're very vulnerable.
Yesterday
on the
I got my cert in like, who was it? It was Dundee. You know what that motherfucker did?
What do you do?
He just literally ran me over.
Yep, sounds about right.
Give me a knife back. I don't have any anymore.
How do you not carry any IFACs on you? What the?
I work shift 1.
Okay, here's 5.
Thank you.
Here you go.
You didn't drop anything.
No, I give it to you.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Appreciate
I'm
it.
shift 2. I carry 15 all time, and 3 armors, and 4 magazines, and 4 taser
You know
cartridges.
I'm a master of de-escalating situation. That's why I don't need.
Oh yeah, like I said, hey, listen. Even if like I know you guys came and talked to me, right? If there's anything I've done as well, like I'm not immune to this kind of shit, right? Like let me know too as well. If there's things that like I've done in the past, or you feel like I do things a certain way, feel free to talk to me, DuPont. You know, I'm always welcoming feedback, and
yeah.
I don't take an umbrage to you saying something to me that how you feel, right? Because I shouldn't be telling people how they should feel, right? Or if their feelings are validated or not. But I want to hear feedback, and I want to make sure this is a better place. Nobody's perfect at the end of the day. I get that, but at the same time, we should always strive to be better, like you said, and have this culture in the PD to where anybody's welcome, regardless of who they are.
Yeah, 100%. No, if I have any issue, I'm really transparent, Bass. I'll go to you right away.
And that's why I love you, is because you're always blunt.
Yeah.
You tell how it is. You don't sugarcoat it. You don't beat around the bush. You don't, try to be sweet about it. You just tell it how it is, how you feel. So never change.
Yeah.
Be you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Trying to do it in a professional manner, though, sometimes it's hard.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's hard, but like I said, as long as you get the message across to the right people, that's what matters, right?
I agree. All right. Take it
Be
easy,
safe.
man.
You too. Man. Okay. Let me work on this PD announcement real quick, chat, and we can talk about it. We can talk about what happened right now. Give me 1 second. Let me use the restroom real quick. Right back. Right back. Yeah, give me a second. Like I said, it's really frustrating that this is happening to the ladies in the PD. I gotta tell something out real quick. Yo, Denzel sent me an email that says, "Here's my baby cakes. Marlo said you can sell the card back to tuner shop and it'll cover the rest of the loan, and you can get sued and keep the car and be poor." Oh shit. So we're not gonna get permit by the car? I'm just typing this up right now. Guess about tolerated. Tolerated? There we go. I got it. I mean, this is really frustrating. Kizzo, thinking of Prime, the brand new sub at Twitch Prime. Stuff Jalapeno, thinking of Prime for 10 months. Cheminder, thinking of brand new sub at Twitch Prime. Random's dropping the Prime for 34 months. Ann's dropping the 14 months. Dead Girl dropping the 18. Destiny Rose dropping the 8 months. Can we get some love and shuffle? All the brand new subs, resubs, gift the subs.